Welcome to Dropping Jewels number 6. Now, this is the number 6 of the series Dropping Jewels. I just got done doing a video for the Molly Bear tour, and I have to say I was quite nervous. I was quite nervous because I know that I'm going to reach a bigger audience and a more diverse audience, and it really bothers me sometimes when I speak that I might not be able to resonate with someone of a certain class or a certain creed, and it doesn't float well with them. So I may be looked at like not trustworthy, not genuine, not honest because of my vernacular, which I find that to be a kind of messed up situation. But it is what it is. But at the same time, it's what we perceive it, what we want it to be, because we know that this person may have this sort of background or come from this sort of environment, and we'll let that hold them back, hold them down. Now, I only have the jury on because I'm dropping jewels. I literally will take it off in a minute, but during the first minute, they give you your picture of the video. It usually, the face of your picture of your video usually it's within that first minute. So now that I've passed a minute, I will take the jury off. Because it makes no difference. It's just that I'm dropping jewels, and I, would like to start everyone with my jewels on. Everyone I do, every Dropping Jewels episode I like to have my jewelry on because it's how you can identify with me. But I would like to touch upon that topic. Like, just because where you come from, is there a certain look you can have to where it's an honest look? It's a genuine look, like to a T. I'm talking about, to take some for one example, for like Jay-Z. Use Jay-Z as an example, I know everybody does. You see him in his without a suit and tie, or even with the suit and tie, he still looks like that dude from Marcy Projects. He cannot throw on a pretend face, even if he can deliver you a pretend voice. He cannot give you a pretend face to say that, hey, I'm an honest guy. I'm coming here to give you this honestly, or I'm a genuine guy. I came to offer you my service genuinely, because he has that Marcy Project look about him, and it's not such a look, so to speak. It's just him in his natural way. He can't help that. No one can help that. But we don't resonate with a certain people from a certain class and a certain creed, and it doesn't come off. I'm thinking it automatically comes off as dishonest, not genuine, not reliable, not this, not that. And I think that's mighty effed up to be thought of like that just because of your creed or your background, wherever you come from. In the vernacular you use. I have to say, is there something we can use, or is there something we can put on? Is there a mask we can put on that's in the store to let you know that we're very genuine, we're very honest, we're very opinionated, we're not people from a poverty-stricken background may not be vocabulary witty with the words, but we mean the same thing, because I oftentimes get stumbled upon my words when I do my videos. I'll give you an example. So I'm going to tell you something that means the same thing. I was telling in episode series number 2, I believe, Dropping Jewels, I was telling someone what I had. I was getting ready to deliver some of my service that we have, and I used the word, what I have now with me, I used the word on deck instead of on hand. I said, I have this on deck. And then I had to clear it up and say, no, I meant I have this on hand. And I caught myself like, yo, I have to change my choices of words just to make sure I come politically correct. And I find that so troubling that we have to know that stuff on top of the stuff we're about to tell you, on top of the stuff that we have to resonate with you, to persuade you with, to let you know. Because if you're going to be persuaded to do something or to buy into something, you better surely have to be resonate with the situation. Have to hit you and touch home with you some kind of way, right? Well, if we're delivering it to you in a foul manner or in a way that doesn't resonate with you because you're from a different creed, you automatically associate it with something negative, something not trustworthy, something not genuine. And I find that very, very trouble. We have to get out of that way of speaking. We have to put something in black and white. That's why I say sometimes just let the black and white speak for you. Just send it to the office. Just send it through the mail to the person you need to speak with. Because if they want your services or not, they cannot tell you who you are just from a piece of paper. What they have to do, they have to go look you up, or they have to get on the phone with you. You know, they don't know what your creed is, what your background is, just by looking at a piece of paper that you sent them. So if they're very much interested in your story and they at least give you a chance to hear you out by reading whatever you send them, then I think you have a better chance at it that way if you're coming from a background to where you know firsthand that this guy's not going to relate to what you about to say. You mean it sincerely and dearest, but you couldn't come with them like, yo, I have this, da 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 da. Can we just, look up into how we gonna do this? Nah, because you see, use the words that you daily use, but you mean well with the words you daily use in your group, your quote unquote partners, you in your surroundings. Those are your normal words you use, but it doesn't resonate with a certain class or a certain type of people with a certain type of creed that has money to deliver for you or to give you to buy into your investments, your business or whatever the case may be. But I just find that troubling that it has to be categorized because not all people do it, but most people put you in a certain category when you speak a certain way, when you act a certain way, or you wear some jewelry, this, that, the third, whatever the case may be, not knowing what you're actually capable of. I blame it some on education because if you knew how to pronounce this word, or if you knew this sentence structure didn't go well or fit well with this category or with this paragraph here, then you wouldn't have used it in the first place. So your English class does have some part in it, but at the same time, it shouldn't quote unquote hold you back from getting to what you want to perceive or deliver to this person who's, you know, admiring what you're doing, how you're speaking for that moment, or whatever the case may be. Um, I think that we should find a way to put that on paper to where it's a preference. I understand. Hey, it's my money. If I believe that you don't come, I don't resonate with the way you speak, your language, this, that, and the third, or how you carry yourself, then I'm just not gonna do business with you. But I think we should have some kind of law that states that you shouldn't hold a person back just because of their vernacular, just because of the words they use to speak with, even if it means the same damn thing. Like, let me tell you about the products I have on hand. Let me tell you about the products I have on deck. It should be the same thing no matter how you see it or whoever you speak with. But I guess they don't know the formal way of what we mean when we speak those terms. So I guess it doesn't resonate with them. So it shouldn't be held accountable, or we shouldn't be held reputable because we use those words, or we shouldn't be trustworthy because we use those sorts of words. But that's what we use on a daily basis. We're creatures of habit, so we're going to repeat and do as we see or as we hear, whatever the case may be. Now, remember, I'm on location at my home, so if you hear anything in the background, I can't help that, so bear with me. But I just wanted to drop you that jewel and kind of get everyone's opinion on what they think about that, because I just find that weird, and I think that sometimes makes me nervous and hold a lot of people back when they try to go and reach out for the goals. Because, like I said, one of my goals here, the business group, the group of sellers, dreamers, and overachievers. But how can I be an overachiever if I can't persuade this, that, or third person to understand where I'm coming from when I speak, the way I use my words, the tone of voice I have, this, that, and the third, when they're only used to one thing, they're only used to one demographic approaching them in suit and tie and asking about this, that, and the third. Well, why can't this brother from Marcy Projects come put on the suit and tie and still talk the way he wants to talk to you and offer his services to you, and you genuinely accept it as him being genuine versus him putting on a face for you or a tone of voice for you to win you over on this contract, on this such and such idea of his. That's what I'm saying. It's a long story. I know it has a lot to do with perception and how people want to perceive you and want to put you in this class or want to make sure you're inferior of them, whatever the case might be. I don't care. The thing is, I think we should find a way to change that and be held just with the same rank as using proper English versus using terms that we use. I don't want to say hood language or whatever the case may be, but it's our lingo, so that's what we do. But I can't make that. I can't have it both ways. I guess society, we won't be able to have it both ways, but I think it should be allowed. I think it should be a neutral, a way to where we can incorporate our language with corporate language and make it work some kind of way. where it's just as trustworthy, it's just as genuine as the next person's. Just a thought. This is Dropping Jewels number 6, and I just wanted to share that with y'all. I'm out. Appreciate it.